Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday Q&A live stream. I'm gonna wait a little bit until more of you guys get in here. Hope you all are having a good night. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I put my headphones on again tonight just so it's a little bit easier to hear. Tuesday night I didn't wear my headphones and it sounded okay, I think, on Tuesday, right, hon?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was.
I saw it playback.
I think it was okay on Tuesday for that. I'm just bringing up the questions that I have from you guys. And I'm going to answer a bunch of different questions tonight.
I turned on the sound just now and I heard you.
Hey, how's it going? Doing another Q&A tonight. I've got the cool background behind me with all the paintings. I added some more on there, added a few more on the end there. Yeah, live tonight. I'm really liking these vertical live streams. They're really fun to do. Oh, they can see my my neck bandage. I was out in the garden today and some bug stung me and had to have a little Pikachu bandage. Yeah, I am live right now. We are live in my art studio. Just hanging out on a Friday night. It's like 8 p.m. here in Victoria, BC. Oh, you changed your name? Oh, hey, Stephanie. How's it going tonight? Oh man, I have some more questions that I'll get to later. I'm just like pulling them up on my phone now, getting those all going. Me and my husband were just eating dinner, so we're in a, yeah, we kind of ate dinner late tonight, I guess. Okay, I won't question it. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe I should. It is 8 p.m. right now. Exactly 8:12 p.m. right now here on Vancouver Island. I'm in Canada, so it is nighttime now. It just got dark. It's getting dark like a lot later now, which is kind of nice. So we're getting like more hours of sun. I was just saying that I have a Pikachu bandage on because I was in the garden today and a bug like bit me or stung me. It definitely felt like a sting, like it was like a wasp or something. Not fun. But it was like nice out in the garden today. 11:12 p.m. for me. Oh, okay. So a few time zones over. What is that like? That would be like Eastern time? Would that be Eastern time?
Yeah, it would be Eastern.
Eastern, yeah. Eastern Standard Time. It's morning here. Oh, right, because you're somewhere in India, right? Nice. People from all over. I love that. I have... Oh no, Mona's eating things. Can you stop her? The cats are causing it. Yeah, okay, Florida. That makes sense. Yeah, I used to live in Ontario, which is like same time zone as Florida, except in Canada. I actually drove down to Florida once with my parents to go to Disney there. Oh, you're on vacation. Okay. Yeah, lots of different vacation spots in Florida. What are they doing? Can you guys hear the little meows in the background? What's behind you? I just joined. So these are all my mini paintings. I normally do live painting sessions every week on this channel, and so I paint live with you guys. So this is a bunch of the mini paintings that I've done. This is I was gonna show you guys. I did this one this past week. So I just released the tutorial for this little steam bun. Ugh, these steam buns were so good. I made like the Chinese like steam buns, but I used soy curls as like the base because I think normally they use like pork in them, but this one I use like, oh, they were so good. Yeah. So I decided I wanted to paint them. So that is what we do here. A lot of painting on this channel. Oh, you went on a cruise last year? That's cool. I've never actually been on a cruise before, but I get like really like seasick anytime I've went on any sort of boat. So I feel like I even get car sick. So I thought they were photos. They're so cool. Oh, thank you. You eat your paintings? Oh my gosh. Everyone always asking, can I eat the paintings? Honestly, I mean, I ate the steam buns after I painted this. So I really like how the purple in this background turned out. I used Magnes Violet for the background of this one, and I really like the way that, it might be hard to see in the lighting here. I kind of turned on nighttime lighting, so it's not like super bright in the studio. Yeah, they were really good. Oh, I love making our own like steam buns. I just love cooking in general. It's like really nice. Actually, Arvin, can you grab the new cookie cutters that I bought?
No,
I'm planning, they're just on the counter. I'm planning, whenever you have, no, don't throw them. Don't throw them. Don't want to damage them. I bought like new little cookie cutters. I got, the cats are following him. I got this cute little cat one. Look at this cute cat one that I got. I'm definitely going to make some cookies with these, and then we'll have to paint them for the mini paint challenge. I was thinking, like, how cute would like a little cat cookie look? Like, I love them. And then I also got this little crown one. My friend, her daughter is having her birthday in a few weeks, so she asked me to bake a bunch of cookies for like the goodie bags and stuff, and she's having kind of like a Princess Disney themed birthday party, so we thought crowns would be really cute. So please show your cat. After they are done eating, I am sure they'll come over and like bug me, but yeah, that's on a cruise ship, it's harder to feel the boat rocking. Okay. Yeah, I've always been kind of nervous because like so I'm on Vancouver Island, and they have like the ferry that goes from here to Vancouver, and like it's not too bad. Like sometimes it's a little rocky because like the waters here get like really bad in the winter. Sometimes they close the ferries down even because the water gets bad, but sometimes those boats make me sick. I've been on the Clipper ferry too, from Victoria, like downtown harbor, to Seattle, and that I do not recommend the Clipper ferry if you get seasick, because that was, especially like in the winter time, I went when it was like rockier, and I felt like I was gonna the whole time. Yeah, I will show the cats when they come. Which painting are you doing next? So I actually have a collab coming up with another artist named Skylar. If you go on Instagram, on my stories, I actually just posted her account on my stories and announced that I'm going to be doing a collab with her. And she provided like such an amazing reference, but I can't wait to show you guys next week. But it's a surprise. I can't tell you what it is yet, but we are going to be doing that. Yeah. My mom makes the putty. I did not mean to do that. I mean, I'm playing with putty in my hands right now, actually. But yeah, I'm really excited for the collab with Skylar. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah. I really love doing the collabs with different artists because it's just like fun to see other artists and what they do with their art. She's a digital artist for the most part. She does like she does mostly digital art, but she does some like physical art as well. But oh my my gosh, her digital art is just, I love her digital art. It's so cool. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Yeah, this stuff. I'm just playing with it. This is actually the stuff I use to like stick up the paper on here. So like I just kind of like use the like sticky tack or sticky putty for these, and then I can hang up my paintings on, I just bought like some MDF board and cut it to like a 12 by 12 size. Because normally I'm either, well, you can tell I'm painting like a 3-inch by 3-inch one, or I'm painting a 6-inch by 6-inch one. So I figured the 12 by 12 would be like a good board, but I needed to stick it up with something because I don't like to use tape because I find tape like damages them. So it's less damaging to the paper when you use the putty. But yeah. Oh, I didn't actually do this for the challenge, but I did another oil painting kind of challenge from another artist. She does like, it's 2 artists that run it. I forget their Instagram names are on the Instagram post with this, but they had like this cute little watermelon photo, and I really, really wanted to paint it. And I added the checkered background myself because I thought it would look like extra summery and like really cute. So this is another one that I painted this week. So I did 2 like little mini paintings. That'll look cute up there. Be able to put it maybe in like the green section. I don't have a ton of like green paintings up here, so maybe I'll add some stuff to here. That's like a little filler painting right now with just like little stars on it. So maybe I'll trade places with this little one that I have. But I just thought it would look cute on the easel while it's drying. I got it on my little easel. But yeah, I'm really excited, and when I saw this photo, I decided I really wanted to paint it because watermelon and summer, like it's spring here on Vancouver Island right now, and we've got like all the cherry blossoms, and it just like makes me so excited. And then like I said, I was out in my garden, and I may have got stung by whatever bug was out there, but I'm really excited for spring. So... and plus, I get to wear like a cute bandage every time I get hurt. So I got this here. I'll put it a little closer. It's a little Pikachu bandage. I've got to have the cutest bandages, right? Oh, I should have worn my Pikachu onesie tonight. That would have been perfect. It would have matched this. But I felt like super sloth tonight. So I decided to wear super sloth instead. Yeah, but, oh, I guess I should answer some questions. You guys had a bunch of questions on here. I have them. Oh, I have to put the password in. This is like my husband's old phone, but I can't use like my phone to do it right now. So I have to type in, why do you have the longest password on this thing? Okay. Okay, so one of the questions, how long does it take you to paint one of these like mini paintings? Okay, I think I answered this maybe like a few Q&As ago too, but I will answer it again because why not? Why not? Like the Pokemon? Okay, that was lame. Okay, it takes me like, I would say for these ones, so like this one that I painted this week, I think this one actually was pretty quick. It was only like an hour and a half that it took me to paint this one. It depends on how much detail, like some of the ones without backgrounds on them, they take me like maybe an hour, hour and a half. And then the ones that are like more like detailed, like some of these fruit ones took me like 2.5, 3 hours to paint. So it depends on, I guess, like what, like this one wasn't like super detailed because it was just like a little steam bun and the colors weren't like super complicated to mix, so it didn't take me too long. Those are so dope. Thank you. Yeah, I do a lot of mini paintings. And then I do have like this size, so if we're thinking about like, here, let me grab one of them for you guys so you can see. Let me grab, which 6 by 6 should I grab from behind here? maybe I will grab, here, I really like this one. This one's pretty. I haven't shown this one in a while. This was from like Halloween time. These ones, they take me a lot longer because they are a bit bigger. So this is a 6" by 6". Yeah, I've got lots of waffle ones back there. All the lives I scrolled through and I saw 100 people in them. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for like stopping by. Yeah. Yeah, these ones are 6" by 6" ones, and they take me, I think this one probably took me 7 hours, maybe 8 hours at most for this one, because it's a more like simple kind of composition. There's a few of them that are like, well, this one took me quite a while. This one was like in the background, like the bouquet backgrounds. It took me like, I would say it definitely was going on like 8 or 9 hours just to like paint all of these like colors, because I had to do like multiple layers of like different colors and stuff. And then there was a lot of like different shapes in the pine cone there. But yeah, I really liked painting this one. It's like one of my favorites that I did around Christmas time, because I was going for, you know, like kind of the wintry kind of themed vibe with that. Thank you. And prove it. So I actually have time lapses for all of these paintings up on my channel if you want to watch them. I also do live painting sessions. So this week I was saying that I painted this cute little steam bun, and so I do live painting tutorials every Wednesday with like kind of a simple reference like this. And there's a few of them, like I did the little bao bun, and there's a little sushi up there. And so, oh, I painted that one on live too, the little avocado, those little candy stars too. And so I do them on live every week. Yes, I have an Instagram too. It should be linked on my YouTube channel, like in the little about section or like bio section there. Okay, I believe you now. But yeah, the cat in the background looks like my cat. Little Mona. I wonder if Mona will come over. Mona! Mona! Come here. Come say hi.
It's like you got no
Mona!
treats.
Can I don't have any treats to offer you, but I can offer you. Here, this is Mona. She's got the cutest little mustache. I don't know how long you'll want to stay here, but you're cute. I love you. Yeah, she's a cute one. We adopted her like, I guess she's like 9 years old now. Do you do commissions? No, I actually don't do commissions. This is all kind of just like, I don't know. I guess I just paint what I like and I post it on social media. It was kind of like a project that started out because like I got a concussion like 2 and a bit years ago now. And so I had really bad post-concussive syndrome, and I used kind of art. So like I've always loved art, but I used art as kind of like a way for me to like distract myself or get my mind off of, you know, all of the pain and stuff from the concussions. So that's why I started my art accounts initially. And yeah, so now I'm just like sharing, I guess, like my journey and the stuff that I'm doing. But yeah, so now I just paint these. These are, I haven't actually sold too many paintings, mostly just to like family and friends right now. But yeah, it was actually my husband that convinced me to post on social media. He's like, you know, like you should post because like your art is really good and I really like it and like more people should see it. And I'm like, okay. So I just started by posting like, you know, like little static posts, and then reels kind of came around and I was like, okay, I'll like post some of those too. And so I learned more like tech skills and stuff. Yeah, so I haven't really like yeah, it's just kind of like a fun thing that I enjoy doing, but I love sharing with you guys. And then at some point, a bunch of people reached out to me and wanted me to do like one-on-one classes, but I figured it would just be nicer if I started a YouTube channel and did like weekly like live painting sessions instead. So I started a challenge called the Mini Paint Challenge, and that's kind of like, it's kind of grown into this craziness where I have like a ton of mini paintings now. And so we've been, I guess, only doing the challenge now for like 17 weeks, but I've been doing the mini paintings just like as like a personal goal for like the last couple of years now. So it's been almost 2 years since I started doing mini paintings, just deciding to paint like once a week and make all of these paintings. And but yeah, that's kind of I guess the story behind it. Wouldn't recommend getting a concussion though to start social media. Yeah, that was really brutal. Never assumed that I would have like such a bad concussion. That's so awesome. I'm at work right now about my watercolor. Oh, cool, you do watercolor. That's fun. Yeah, watercolor. I haven't done a ton of water. I actually bought a watercolor palette the other day of a bunch of different colors, and I want to try doing a bit more watercolor this summer, just like on my free time, and I can, you know, do some like plein air painting. It's easier to take it out. And found out she's my very main surgeon found out she's a music producer. Honestly though, like big changes in your life really can sometimes like bring out, you know, like, I don't know, it's just like that sudden like, oh my gosh, like something like really horrible or really drastic like happened in your life, and it gets you to really change your perspective on, you know, how much time that you have, and you know, like what you actually want to be doing with your life. And so that's like kind of like what it brought me to, was like, I'm in all this pain and like I want to heal from this, and I want to like, you know, I want to get better. And then I like, you know, after I kind of come out the other end, hopefully, you know, and I am a lot more healed from the concussion now. I still get concussion headaches the odd time, but it's not like a daily thing anymore, which is really, really awesome. And, you know, I've had a really good team of people, but I think it's life-changing when you have something like that happen and you can just move kind of like beyond it, and I feel like use it in like a positive way rather than just like dwelling in all of the pain and negativity that comes from, you know, having some sort of injury, right? Because it could be anything really, right? Like you could be injured or in a lot of different ways. So I don't know. I think it's cool how, you know, your perspective changes. Happy to hear that. It's tough. You're more, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, right, is it just like, it happened, I think at like a point where, so it happened when I was bodybuilding at the gym. I'm just talking about so I do mini paintings. These are all like little paintings behind me, but I got a concussion a few years ago. So we're talking about how that concussion kind of like changed my perspective on life, and, you know, thinking more positive about things. And it really does change a lot about your life. And yeah, I don't know, it just, yeah, so I was at the gym and bodybuilding, and, you know, like I was the fittest I had ever been, and, you know, like I was really enjoying like that, and there was so many other aspects of my life like going really well, and then bam, like the concussion, and it like really got me to slow down and like rethink everything, which it's crazy when that happens. And, you know, just it was such a pivotal point in my life, and I feel like, yeah, it's really helped me figure out what's really important to me. And I always wanted to be an artist, and I always pushed it to like, kind of pushed it away. I think I just like kept it a hobby for so long because, people around you say like, like being an artist, you're not going to make money, and like that's a stupid career choice. And, I I kind of pushed that aside after the concussion happened because I'm like, I only have one life to live. Like I want to do things that make me happy, and if I want to be an artist, I should be able to be an artist. And so like my husband's been really supportive through the whole thing, and he has been the one supporting me for the last couple of years as I've like gotten better. And yeah, he's supporting me now as I'm like kind of like growing my social media. And yeah, shout out to my husband. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but he's over there. They're shouting you out right now, hon.
I can hop in and say something.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've really enjoyed, and I think I gravitated towards the mini paintings because they were something that I could do in a day, and they were easy for me to manage, specifically like with my concussion symptoms, because my concussion caused a lot of like migraines and headaches and dizziness, and specifically if I was staring at something for too long, specifically technology. So I found the mini paintings were like just long enough where I could like finish something and feel accomplished, but not like too long that like the symptoms would start to kick in and like cause me more issues. And it was my physio that said, like slowly like work up to things. And then like I slowly worked up. Just last year I started doing like the 6x6 ones, but even those are kind of like 2 or 3 day endeavors to like get them done because I can only paint so long or else I'll get like the concussion headaches. So I kind of, use that. There's my husband trying to be quiet. You're trying to be quiet in the background. You don't have to be quiet. You can come say hi. Come say hi.
No.
Come say hi.
No.
Oh, Mona's back. Hi, Mona. Maybe oh, you want to be a baby? She sometimes likes to do this where she's like a little baby. She kind of looks like she might want to get in trouble though.
Yeah, I have to put food away before I sit
Get
down.
your butt in the family live, Arvin. Come say hi. Even Mona's here.
Let me put the food away first before they steal
let
it
him.
all.
Yeah, they actually might steal it. He'll put the food away and then he'll come say hi.
Oh, honey.
Oh, isn't she just a cute? I love cats. Does anyone else like cats too? I feel like, you guys are so cute. I got this like cat cookie cutter, and I'm gonna like, paint these with like icing and stuff. I should make one with like a cute little mustache like hers. I should. It's gonna be a little cat cookie with a mustache. Maybe we'll paint that for the mini paint challenge. That would be so cute. Oh, you're so cute, Mona. I think she knows me. I know, I love cats. Wait, why is your face wet?
She was in the sink.
I was just saying this the other day on my Instagram stories. I was like, does anyone else's cat like water? She likes to lay on like my wet towels like after showers and stuff, and she'll dip her tail like into the bath and her paw into the bath and play with it. She also just apparently dipped her head in the sink. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, no, she was digging for like the food wrapper.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why.
She was digging for food in the sink apparently. It's like we don't feed you or something. You're so silly. We're just trying to make sure you're healthy and not eating too much, because she'd be one of those cats that would get like super fat if we didn't control her food. She would just eat all day long. But the vet is like, we're keeping her weight under control. So she's a nice little healthy weight cat. So. Oh no. Such a weirdo. Cats are so funny. Yeah, you're funny. She normally likes to be carried like a baby, but this is another position she likes. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so cute. And now she's purring. Very quiet purrs, but she's purring. Hey, how's it going, Kelsey? I guess we're just talking about cats at this point because Mona showed up and now I've just been distracted because I have a cat on me. Hello. You've got the cutest little face. Hi, Mona. Hello. I don't like them. That's okay. I understand. They have interesting personalities, that's for sure. I love my cats. I've always loved cats so much. Went from injury to art back to injury. Now it's a mandatory cat combo. Exactly. No, I started these art accounts about 2 years ago after I got a concussion. So I was just talking about how I got the concussion. I guess I never actually explained. So I was at the gym and I was bodybuilding, and during like the 2020 time, you had to like wipe the machines down, and they had like extra stations. So they put like extra stations in the gym with like the spray and stuff. And so I went to go grab one of the sprays, but it was behind like one of the weightlifting bars. And so I just like didn't see the bar was like sticking out, and I actually walked right into one of the weightlifting bars, like really, really, really hard. And I actually didn't like pass out or anything. So the concussion symptoms didn't happen for about 2 weeks. And then after that, I ended up getting like really bad symptoms, and I went to the doctors and the nurses, and the doctors all said like, it'll go away. It's just a minor concussion. Everything will be fine. And then like, a few more months go by and I try to like go back to them and be like, my symptoms are getting worse, not better. Like things aren't great. And they're like, you seem fine. Everything's fine. And they kind of like fluffed it off because the healthcare system, right? And they kept fluffing it off, and I was like 6 months in with like, at that point I had post-concussive syndrome, and I didn't find out what post-concussive syndrome was until I ended up like, I was like, screw the Canadian healthcare system because they just like kept fluffing it off like it was nothing. And so I was like, so much for like the free healthcare. So me and my husband ended up like paying out of pocket for me to go see a specialized like concussion physio. And so she's the one who has been helping me for the past couple of years now. And yeah, exactly. Every healthcare system. And they fluff it off. Until you need a specialist. Well, even when you need a specialist, because like I tried to see specialists. Oh, okay, she's gone now. I tried to see specialists, and like they were like, oh, well, it's going to be like 2 or 3 years wait. And like maybe it's just because I'm on like Vancouver Island and it's really hard to get to see people, but oh man. Anyway, we paid out of pocket to see a concussion physiotherapist, and that physiotherapist is the one that finally kind of like helped me. And she was like, you have post-concussive syndrome, and she did a bunch of tests, and she was like, yeah, you definitely do. Like, this is not good. We need to like slowly like work on getting this better, because it's like not a quick fix, right? When you have post-concussive syndrome, like these symptoms can last years, and like I still get the headaches the odd time, right? You should try yoga. I actually did try yoga there for a bit. It was really hard. So the thing that happened with me is with concussions, they can kind of present in different ways depending on the type of concussion you get. So the type I had, every time I raised my heart rate, I would end up having like really bad symptoms. And so the concussion physio slowly like increased my heart rate as like time went on. So like I was having to wear like, you know, if I don't have a fitness watch, mine actually just broke. I should probably get another fitness watch. But so I would check like my heart rate. And so I was doing like little bursts of like cardio sessions where it was like, and by burst, I mean I was trying to do like kind of steady state cardio where I was like slowly getting my heart rate up. So I would go, you know, up to a certain heart rate. And then if I didn't have symptoms for 3 days, I would like raise it up like 5 beats per minute. And so like I slowly increased over time. Yeah. And so I've had to kind of do that. Hey, how's it going, Elizabeth? Yeah. And so I've just kind of like had to slowly increase my activity. And so I did try like, you know, more relaxed things like yoga and stretching and stuff, like especially when like I couldn't get my heart rate up super high. And then I've like slowly been able to increase my heart rate. And that was like the main issue, was anytime I got my heart rate up, I would get like massive headaches. So got a headache Megan. Well, it was nice to hang out. Thanks for joining the live. Great to meet you. I'm forward to following along. Yeah, I'll be live again on Tuesday night next week, but I post shorts and stuff here and there, so it was nice to have you in the chat. I hope you have a good night. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'll be here. And I don't know. I guess I've slowly just increased my heart rate, I guess. And as my heart rate has increased, I've just like slowly gotten there. And now I've at the point where I actually was able to go back to the gym. So that's been like really, really nice. And I'm able to like start bodybuilding again. I'm only able to go like 1 to 2 days a week right now. I used to work out like 5 to 6 days a week, which I don't honestly think I'm gonna go back to doing that again, because that was like a crazy schedule. And now I love painting and stuff, so I think I'll try to do it like, you know, just for maintenance and like health at this point, because like I really enjoy lifting weights and stuff. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, I'm just like, is your husband not joining us? Yeah, you said you would join us. Where did you go? Here, I'll get him to, I'll move over so he can sit with us. I'll move some of this stuff. Just be careful. Be careful about all this stuff around me. There's my husband.
The dog's gonna step on your pinky.
Oh, Toby, don't do that. Yeah, maybe you put it like here. Now our dog wants to come and like say hi. Okay, Toby. Oh, Toby.
You can't see him. You can't see his nose yet. Oh, there's his nose.
There's Toby.
Huh. Hi.
That's Toby. Yeah, he's our other rescue. You guys are honestly about it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we actually, my husband used to stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to do like I guess Twitch streaming. I used to actually help him like run like Streamlabs and run his like Twitch gaming streams. He used to do like competitions.
Yeah, it was.
That was cool.
It was competitive.
Tournaments.
It was a trending game. The game's kind of.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, they were competitive though, like the games that you were playing. Here,
Yeah.
come in more. They can't see you.
It's kind of mean, but I'm just trying to be quiet because when I stream, I'm just like talking all the time. I don't really want to take up all the airtime here because it's not my channel.
Yeah, you're the biggest supporter, man. Exactly.
He's your biggest supporter.
And Toby.
He's your biggest
And
supporter.
Toby's still here.
He's not gonna leave.
Hi, Toby. He's so cute. Oh, buddy boy. He just wants to be around us. He's like my husband's little, I guess, little shadow. He follows you around everywhere. So cute. Hi. Oh, Toby. Okay. Hi. Oh, you want to be around me now? Hello. We're going to have 3 of us in the screen. Hi, Toby. But he is. My husband is my biggest supporter. It's the reason that I've been able to have all of these like social media channels. I feel like I wouldn't be able to do all of this. And also, I wouldn't have really even potentially made these accounts without him. He looks so serious all the I know, right? He's got resting serious face.
I do.
You do. You like look like you're on a mission, like you're serious. But it's funny because he's like the least serious person ever. Like he is such a jokester. Oh my goodness, Mona. Do you want to see what she's doing? Look at her behind. She's like messing up the lights back there. What are you doing, Mona? Actually, we only have one of those box lights now because Toby, our doggo here, he actually was the one. He really likes, should I say the animals?
Oh, you can say
I guess I can say it because it's dark out. He won't try to charge for them, but he really likes squirrels. And he will look outside and he'll like watch them. And as soon as he sees one run across the fence, he'll like charge at it. And we've pretty much got him to stop doing that now, but it was really bad a few years ago. And so he charged into the light and completely like broke it. Not just the bulb, but like all of the like technology within inside the light. So
yeah, the base,
the little
part
box thing that connects everything. And I'm like, oh man, what a goof. What a goof. Yeah, he is your biggest supporter. Have your significant other cheering along. It's that brightens your entire perspective of doing something. Yeah, exactly. Animals are very unique. Yes, they are. They are very unique. They have their, I don't know, they are very goofy. I love our animals. They all have their like own little personalities too. But you are my supporter. See, he has the best grumpy faces. Look at this.
No,
Look at these
no,
grumpy
no,
faces.
no, no.
Oh, you're the best. Honestly, most of the time I like annoy him just so I can see the grumpy faces. Like
You don't need to do that. Stop. Stop.
Oh, it's the best. I'm having to.
Said no.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't even answer like some of the questions. I said I was gonna answer questions. I mean, I'm just answering your guys' questions as we're going on. Why is this Well, I shouldn't say the password out loud, should I?
I mean, it
It's not a
matter.
password for anything else but this like old crappy phone. Okay. Oh, okay, there we go. How long? Oh, I answered that last time. What paints do you use? Let's see. Do you use reference photos? Oh yeah, I was gonna answer that one. Do I use reference photos? So I actually take a lot of my own reference photos. Sometimes I don't. Like this one here, I actually like edited a lot of this. So I like pieced together a bunch of different reference photos I found like for free
Oh yeah.
online. And I like pieced together, like I put the little cinnamon stick and I even like added in a little shadow. And then I like put this little star anise on there too. And then so I like to use like Photoshop and like piece things together. Yeah, I love using reference photos. It's one of like my favorite things is like designing the reference photos. So I'll take a photo And then I'll kind of like go in, and we have a drawing tablet now too. My husband actually was the one who bought a drawing tablet, which is really nice. And so now I can like go in and just like draw like extra shadows in, or like just like extra like little pieces. And so I'll like draw them in on Photoshop, or I'll like edit them. So like I have Canva Pro, and I'll like get some of the reference images from there sometimes, and I'll like piece some of these together. So that cinnamon stick is from Canva, and I'll just like piece them together and like make a reference photo. And like same with this one here. It was just a picture of a pine cone. And so I added like a shadow down here and this kind of gray background. And then I also wanted like a super colorful background, so I just like added that in. Oh, have a good night. It was nice to have you here, Kelsey. Thanks for joining again. Oh my gosh, Arvin. You're so funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I like to piece reference photos together. That's like something that I really enjoy doing. So just stuff like this. It's like piecing it all together and like making something a little bit more unique, so then it's not just, so like for some of the mini paint challenge photos, like I'll take a picture of like, I took a picture of this little bow bun back there, and then I added like a blue background in Photoshop, and then like changed, you know, the shadow colors to be like blue and colorful, because I think it's just like more fun to like add your own flair. So like this was, I was saying, for a little challenge, one of the artists, oops.
Uh-oh. That's so wet.
No, it's not like super wet anymore. I painted it a few days ago. So one of the artists, she provided the watermelon photo, and then I was like, I think it would be really cool to just add like a checkered background to it, because I thought it would look more summery, kind of like you're on a picnic and there's like watermelon on a blanket. And so I enjoy like piecing together reference photos like that. And so I always try to change things to kind of like partially make it like more unique and my own. But I do like to use reference photos, so that's my long drawn out answer. Okay, this one I keep getting actually. Why do you paint? Oh, Kit Kat. No, Kit Kat. Oh, fuck. That is definitely wet. Oh, I shouldn't have swore. Oops.
Yeah, she stepped on it. There's definitely
She got
hair.
hair on it.
I mean,
I think it's actually dry.
dry but
The
sticky.
cats again, right?
Dry but sticky, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a little sticky.
There's a hair right there.
Some of the pigments are dry. The background probably isn't dry yet. Can you grab me a wipe
You need a wipe or a tweezer?
for my hand?
Oh.
She got hair on it. I didn't think the cats would come over and like step on it.
You want a tissue or like one of these old towels?
Just grab me like one of the new ones that's hanging there. And then a paintbrush. Oh, right. I have a paintbrush here. It's fine. I'm good. It's all good. I figured it out. She's got like hair on it. I can take the hair off anyway. It's not too hard.
She didn't ruin it.
No, she didn't ruin it or anything. Kit Kat. I'm just gonna have to, there we go. It's fine. It's not like the paint was coming off. She just got like hair stuck on it. What do you do when you got error in painting while doing a live? And what do you do in such situation? Oh, okay. I feel like that just kind of like happens. It's like a learning experience. So like anytime like something doesn't go right, or you know, a painting isn't going the way that I want it to go, or I envision something different in the start and it's kind of like, oh, that color didn't mix up very right, or I don't know, I just kind of like go with the flow, I guess, because it's like part of the painting process, and it's part of like also what makes art, specifically like my art, unique, I guess. And I really just like kind of like the imperfections in art because it all kind of like tells a story. And I feel like I used to get really frustrated when art wasn't going my way, and you know, I used to sometimes cry about it or get like really angry with myself, like I was like making mistakes or something. But I think what you learn over time after you've done like tons and tons of paintings is that you just realize it's not a big deal. It's just like a learning experience. So anytime like I've messed up on the lives and messed up in a way that's like, it's just a learning experience. And so I just take every time that, you know, something maybe doesn't go to plan as just a learning experience. And it's like part of the process. And also I feel like you have to see things through, especially with paintings, because, you know, you kind of hear in the art community, I don't know if you've heard, you know, how every painting is kind of has like a messy middle per se. And that messy middle is really important in the process of painting. And it's what becomes finished paintings are when you can like work through as an artist those kind of like messy middle points, because if you just kind of keep working through it and you keep going till the end, you'll end up with painting. And I mean, honestly, paintings are never really finished because you could always do something. But I think that's also why I give myself time limits, because I don't think it's good to be perfectionistic about painting. I think it's supposed to be a fun thing and something that's enjoyable. And if you like work something to a point where you're like stressed out and you're not enjoying it anymore, and you're like, this has to be like this exact way, like a lot of this art behind me is just me having fun and me enjoying the process. And then at some point I like call it quits and I'm like, yeah, I enjoyed that, that was fun. And I just kind of like leave it be, because I think it's really detrimental to your mental health, specifically if you're just like putting yourself down and being like, this needs to be a certain way. And you know, like I think you can work towards like learning certain skills and getting, I guess, a certain outcome, but there's a point where you're like beating yourself up too much about it. Like you shouldn't be crying over a painting because it was so horrible. And I think that's what I've learned by doing a lot of these like mini paintings. And I think that's the nice part about mini paintings, is they are finished a little bit more quickly than like a larger painting, and you can get through the messy middle a lot faster, versus, you know, like a bigger painting, you're gonna be kind of in that messy middle or like that hard stage. Thanks. You're gonna be in that hard stage for like a lot longer than you would be, I guess, if you were, you know, doing something smaller. Like I enjoy doing the smaller ones because of that. You're kind of like in that messy middle point for like a little bit, and you're like, no, if I just keep working, I'll get through it. And I guess like that's why I always encourage people to start smaller too, because I think by starting out with smaller pieces, you can like kind of build up a confidence over time to keep going and to keep kind of like making things a little bit better over time. Wait, hey, where'd you go? You sitting over there?
Just got up and everybody.
The dog is staying here. My husband left. Oh, what are you doing?
I just realized it's there.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's a process. It's one of those things that just kind of learn to work through. But let's see. I had some other questions in here too. Oh, why do you paint the backgrounds last? So I guess it kind of depends on the paintings too. Oh, hi. Recently with work interfering, but I'm glad to see you live. So I'm trying to do like more of these vertical lives, since this is kind of like a new thing here. So we're doing a Q&A right now, and I'm just trying to like answer little questions here and there, but it's nice to see you. And right now I'm going to answer, why do I paint the backgrounds last? Well, I don't always paint the backgrounds last. I think specifically it depends on what the background is. So like for this one, I actually painted the background first on this painting because I really wanted to get all of like the color and stuff in. And I wanted to like, I figured it would be easier to kind of cover up some of the color with some of these darker tones anyway. So I kind of like did this background first, and I even did this bottom section, and then I worked in and did the pine cone afterwards. So I don't always start out that way, but then recently, so like this what we painted this week was this little steam bun. And yeah, I did the background last for this one, and it was specifically because this kind of like white color, it would be really hard to kind of like cover up the purple afterwards. It would probably mix and it would end up turning the bun like more purple than I wanted it to. So that's why I ended up, yeah. It's nice to see that people are supporting your art. Yeah, I am honestly absolutely blown away with all of the support that you guys have been giving me on my art. And it's so nice to see everyone's comments and subscribing, and so many people have like private messaged me on like Instagram saying they're like sharing their like all of my stuff with their friends, and it's just like I couldn't, Megan 2 years ago when she started these accounts could not imagine how much we have grown in like community. It's just like so cool. Like people are participating in the mini paint challenge, which is just like it blows my mind every time I see someone participate in the mini paint challenge. It just like, it makes me so happy to see other people painting and being creative and using my reference photos to just enjoy painting. And I love the live streams. Like I love hanging out with you guys and chatting and getting to like do the live streams, like specifically every Wednesday where I get to just paint and enjoy myself and like get to like talk with you guys while I'm doing the live streams. I'm so grateful that like you guys even want to watch me. Oh, doesn't it feel crazy though, Arvin? Like my husband's over there right now. You should come back.
Yeah.
But it's like so crazy that like so many people are like cheering me on. So I really do appreciate all the support, and I will keep doing it as long as you guys are cheering me on. Honestly, like it motivates me every day to like get up and post things and to be active on here, because I know how much that you all are enjoying my content. And you know, I'm trying to learn as much as I can to like produce better content. Yeah, Arvin, you should come over. Come say hi. Marcus is in the chat. They want to see you. He's the husband that helps behind the scenes.
This is what I don't go, because Mom's eating your old art again.
Monya, bring her over here. Yeah, bring her to me.
She's eating your old lantern thing.
How's your sneeze?
Oh no. Bless you.
She doesn't want to be with you.
She probably just wants to cause trouble. You can see me.
Excuse me.
Hello. Hello. There's Mona. She's just causing trouble, honestly, in the background.
She's eating paper. I've had to get up a few times to stop things.
That's okay. Here, come sit. Come sit. So you can see your face.
I'm kind of sneezy. I kind of want to lay down.
Hi. Oh, you got the best faces. I love your, call them his stinky faces. Your cat is live again. Yeah, I know. She's been on here a few times. Kit Kat hasn't been over. Kit Kat. I guess she tried to come over and then she like tried to step on my painting. But she didn't do it on purpose. You would never do anything on purpose. She's my little angel. Yeah, she...
Oh, that I did make that.
Yeah, that face. That's the face you made. Oh, that's so accurate. That is the face that you make. Come here.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
It's my husband. I know. We gotta get Kit Kat. Can you grab her?
You're.
She might be like, why is dad grabbing me? She's like such a mommy's girl
She
too.
wants pets. She wants pets.
Thank you.
I need to.
Yeah, we're a cute couple. You're
No,
supposed to
I
stay
don't want
here.
no.
No,
I need to
he's
sneeze again. I need to
He's
lay down.
sneezing over there.
I'm just tired. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, he said he'll be back. There's Kit Kat. Oh, you're so cute. Like, look at her. Look at those little paws. She even has the cross paws, or almost partially cross paws down there. Oh, you are so cute, Kit Kat. I love my cats. They're so cute. And I'll make a little Kit Kat cookie. I'm gonna make a little cookie with your face on it. She actually is kind of cuddly right now. I wonder if she'll stay here with us. Mona seems like she's still causing trouble, like behind the camera. Hi. I love you. She's so cute. I know, right? Her little like white soft fuzzy paws, and she has like the little foot fluffs too. Yes, she definitely does that, don't you? It's the other one that tends to stick her paw in my mouth. Kit Kat's actually like very gentle. She's just like such a gentle, like soft little kitty. You never could do anything wrong. I call her my little angel because she's just so perfect. Yeah. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. Oh, you are so adorable. Okay, I'm going to answer some questions while you're on me too. So I answered the background question. I guess like the end of that question was just like, I don't always paint the background last. I guess that's the conclusion I came up with, but I do paint it last a lot of the time because it's just easier so the colors don't mix. Also, so I don't get like my arm in the painting a lot of the time. Did you go through any emotional breakdowns trying to finish painting? I would just give up halfway through. So I was saying that actually earlier in the stream anyway, about like the messy middle. And I think you just enjoy, like you learn to enjoy the process of painting and kind of like being in that messy middle. And I feel like I don't have emotional breakdowns anymore. And I don't want to say like completely none, because I'm sure there's going to be days where I might get emotional and like, you know, sometimes your emotions get to you and you can't like stop those feelings. But I would say now I'm a lot less likely to get into like an emotional state where I like have a complete like meltdown about a painting. Honestly, it's been, I think like maybe my last emotional meltdown about a painting was like October was probably the last time. Mona, not there. You're gonna step on my paintings again. Yeah, probably October was like the last time. So I don't know, I think you just learn to enjoy those like messy middle stages and you just like work through it. You keep like pushing through, and I think you just learn to like enjoy the process. Remember when I mentioned how I turned some doodle into 3D in Polymer Clay? Oh yeah, agree. No breakdown, but breaking out in giggles and whatnot. Something not going well. Yeah, exactly. I feel like you can kind of spin it positively in any kind of rough situation, and I've always tried to do that in my life too, and I've been through a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of things in my life that could have like really torn me down emotionally, and I have just learned over time, and I think this maybe probably comes from being in a lot of therapy, I'm a really big believer in therapy and talking about your feelings and going through different types of therapy. Like I went through some art therapy and, you know, kind of some of the normal psychology like therapies and stuff, but you learn over time to not let things kind of like break you down, and you just learn to kind of go through those hard experiences and come out the other end in a positive way. And I think there is kind of like a phase sometimes where, you know, you're allowed to experience those emotions and feel them deeply, but I think it's good to be aware that those feelings aren't going to go away if you dwell on them forever. Oh, thank you for being here. Yeah, I'll have another live next Tuesday as well, so I'll see you then, but I hope you have a good day. But yeah, I think just like not dwelling on kind of that negativity and bringing it back to art in those messy middles that you experience while you're painting. It's really easy to beat yourself up. And I think if you take it as a learning experience and as kind of like, oh, I messed up, like, it's okay. Everything's fine. Like, I can do another painting. And I think that's why mini paintings specifically, I always recommend mini paintings because it's easy enough to finish the painting, to get it over with, and even if you don't like it in the end, to put it to the side and to start a new one. And it's okay to just kind of like get to that point where you're just kind of like, okay, well, that was a learning experience. Like, I'm gonna maybe like not do that next time, or I'm gonna do it differently. And that's, I think, how you learn and grow, and especially into like your style as an artist. You kind of like slowly come into your style as an artist by just enjoying the process and doing things as you go and like learning along the way. And if you don't push through that messy middle stage, you're like never gonna get there. But oh, I'm glad. I'm like hoping I'm not like rambling on and like not making sense about that, but that's like, I guess my take on it, what I've kind of like learned over the years with painting a lot and doing all of this art stuff, because it definitely can be emotional. So I get what this like person's saying about like how they would like give up halfway through or feel like they're like having an emotional breakdown, because you definitely can. Look at the big ones like Picasso. He was more of a realistic painter, and then his development and stuff. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is, you know, you can kind of like evolve over the years, and it's okay to kind of like change and to try new things. And like, I'm always trying to experiment, and I have experimented for a really long time. I actually used to do, I was saying on the last live stream that I used to do a lot of like very dark, like mysterious art, and I did like a lot of pen art and like pencil sketching. And so like I've been through like a lot of different art phases. And then at one point I just gravitated towards painting, specifically oil painting and very colorful, like happy things. And I think the happiness stuff came from me realizing that my life wasn't horrible anymore. And that I almost like turned my art practice into like a gratefulness practice, because I paint a lot of things that make me happy or bring me joy. And, you know, realizing that like my life isn't horrible. Not anymore. There definitely was some really hard things that I went through, but just realizing that like my life is completely different than it was like when I was a teenager. I can't draw making things look realistic, but find satisfaction in my cartoony style. Yeah, and exactly, you try a bunch of things and you're like, you know, I could draw this way or I could draw that way, and you try it and you do it for a little while, and then you're like, you know, I really am gravitating towards like, you know, for you it's like a cartoony style, so you kind of just like, you latch onto it and you just like keep doing it. And I think that's when you can like really become like a master at something, is when, you know, you finally kind of like find something after trying so many things. And just kind of like stick with it. And I think this is what it's like taught me is I've kind of went through that exploration, specifically like in my teenage years and then in my 20s. I'm actually heading into my 30s this year, which is like crazy. So I'm 29 right now, but I turned 30 in August. And I don't know. Now I feel like I've got something that I really love doing and I'm going to stick with it for a really long time. And I think when you stick with stuff, you also get like more confidence in what you're doing. So I think it's really important to kind of like stick it through. So if the person who asked that question listens to this, I hope that you kind of stick through those like really, really hard, messy points and you like keep going with your creativity, because creativity is so good for you. It's so healing. It is such a great tool you can use in your life to just be able to express yourself. It's like such a great way. Like I use it as a massive like healing tool and a way to express like my thoughts and emotions. Yes, I like finding some details that add to the experience and to the development, like shading, color, and grading. Yeah, exactly. And it's like fun because like when you kind of like realize that art can feel any way that you want or like be anything that you want, you end up like realizing that you can oh no, you're feeling congested now. That's my husband. Well, you should probably like rest. That's not good. I hope we're not getting sick. That would not be good. Art and creativity is always unique. And yeah, it'd be boring if we all look exactly. There's no like right or wrong way to do art. And you know, like some people tell me to do this or do that, and you know, I've been told that for so many years, like, oh, you should do this or you should do that, or your art should look more realistic, or it should be more this or more that. And I'm like, I'm just gonna do my own thing because I enjoy it. It's fun. It's the way that I express myself. And there's no rules. Like you can do whatever you want when it comes to art. And I think that's kind of like the beauty of being a creative person and even like creative content. Like I've really enjoyed making content and learning how to edit reels and like shorts and videos. You learn to just do your own thing and to not really care what other people think about it. Especially when you're on social media, you're just like, I'm gonna keep doing my own thing. It's okay if people don't like my stuff, because there is gonna be people out there that do enjoy your stuff. And really, you're making the art for yourself most of the time, I would say, not for other people. So it's okay to kind of do your thing, and like people will find you that enjoy the same things. So I agree. It would be pretty boring if everyone's art looked the same. So I hope my husband's okay up there. He has a very cryy face there. Are you gonna be okay, hun? I hear a lot of like coughing up there. Yeah, similar thoughts, yeah. And okay, I have another question. What is it? Okay. What inspires you to create work like this? I touched on it a little bit earlier. I think the mini paintings specifically, I do them, one, because I got a concussion and I needed something small and manageable. I also have ADHD, and I find with my brain, it is easier to focus on something small, and it's more satisfying because like sometimes you're kind of like hyper focus runs out at a certain point, and it's nice to have a finished painting at the end of it than always having like half finished paintings. So I found that having the mini paintings really help with that. Mona, what are you doing? She's causing trouble. What are you doing? So I found the mini paintings were that. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to say about that question was that I also used to be a nail technician. And so mini art has always been something I really enjoy. And I used to do like, you know, like little nail art on people's nails. And so I think mini paintings also probably come from me just enjoying that. Question on my end, how do you attack the work on the wall or attach attach the work behind you? Hashtag not sponsored. So I'm actually playing with some right now. It's what is it called? It's like let me go grab some. Mona started trying to sit on my lap. But I'll grab the stuff. I have it right in my tool bench over here. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like museum putty. It's like some sort of this stuff. I got it at the hardware store. Or no, this one was at Staples, which is like not hardware store, that's like office supply store. It's this stuff is what I buy. And make sure you buy like the white one too, because there was like a gray one that I bought at one point. It might have been a different brand. It was like a grayish blue color. It like made like stains on the back of some of my paintings. So the white stuff works really well, but you kind of like need it in your hand. Yeah, so it's like museum putty. But yeah. Petrifix Deco. I don't know. Glue pads, extra strong glue pads, but yeah. In Germany. Oh, okay. Is this a German brand? That's cool. Says the oh yeah, made in Germany. Distributed by some sort of US Canadian importer. Okay, didn't know that. German. I actually have a lot of relatives from Germany. My grandparents and great-grandparents are from Germany, so I'm actually like half German. So, guess I like the German stuff. Deckel. Yeah, I don't know how. Deco? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but that's what it is. Yeah, so that's the stuff I use. I find it works really well. Like, I mean, and it comes off the back really nicely. Like I find, like I just put like little bits, like just a little bit in each corner like that. And so they stay on the wall pretty good with like very little. You don't need a lot, especially when like the paintings, they're not very thick or very, I mean, I guess the paper's thick. I think this one's like 300 GSM, this oil painting paper. But even with that, like you don't have to put too much of it on the back. Oh, deco. Short term for decoration. To see, okay, for fancy, I guess, to make it fancy or something. I didn't know deco was decoration. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. But yeah, it's, I don't know, I love this stuff. I have always like used stuff like this, and I guess they sell a lot of it in Canada. Yeah, I didn't know it was from Germany. Good to know. Good to know. I've always wanted to visit Germany. I think it'd be cool to go back to some of the places where my family like grew up and lived. I have no clue how to speak German, but I would get by. I think a lot of them speak English there too. So they grew up, like my grandparents and like great grandparents, they're from like the border of France and Germany. So a lot of my ancestors are from like France and Germany. But yeah. Okay. That was one of the other questions. What was one of the other ones too? How long have you been painting to get this good? I mean, I feel like it depends on what you mean by good. I think, I don't know. It's, I guess, been a lot of years of practice. I've been painting ever since I was little. I actually made a reel the other day showing like pictures of like some of my old like art from like elementary school and stuff. I've always been that art kid, you know, at school. So I've been painting and doing art for a long time. I specifically started oil painting 2 years ago, but I feel like I can't claim that I only started painting 2 years ago because I had like so many other like foundational skills before that 2 years. So yeah, it's been a work in progress. Definitely should, when you have a chance, maybe start a weekly live stream myself. My home region, almost like 3.5 hours from the border of France and Switzerland. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, I've always wanted to go to Switzerland. I actually collabed with an artist from somewhere around, somewhere in France it was. I'm going to be collabing with her live stream to teach German. Ooh, okay. Live stream to teach German. That'd be good. Yeah, I gotta get some like Duolingo lingo on German. The one language I've actually been trying to learn for a long time is Tagalog because my husband is Filipino and he doesn't actually speak a lot of Filipino. He calls himself kind of more like Canadian Filipino because he really like only speaks it with his parents now. And like it's funny, like he still kind of like switches like really easily, but he just, I guess since I don't speak it, he just doesn't use it at home or anything, like even with our son and stuff. But it's something like that would be really cool to learn because Tagalog is like such an interesting language because it's got like Spanish roots. And I like know a little bit, like so in Canada they teach you French, Canadian French, so it's not like France French. It's like quite a bit different, I think. So we didn't actually learn Spanish or anything in school, but I know a little bit of Spanish here and there. Not enough for a conversation. But now that like I've been around my husband and his parents for so long, I actually can like understand like Tagalog conversations. They call it Taglish because they're speaking Tagalog and English a lot of the time, kind of like intertwined. And yeah, it's a really cool language. Yeah, ex-mother-in-law, still fluent and born in Philippines, has a lot of English mixed in too. Yeah, exactly. A lot of them speak Tanglish. Yeah. So it's like it's very interesting. And like in the Philippines too, there's different dialects. So like my husband's mom grew up like in the Manila area, so they speak Tagalog, and then his dad grew up in Bohol and they speak Boholano. I'm probably butchering that, I hope. So Germanish. Yeah, mixing German and English together, exactly. They kind of like, I feel like a lot of places learn English because it's just kind of like it's a very big like language. I think the other big language in the world is like Mandarin, right? I do not know how to speak Mandarin, so that's another big language that a lot of people know. But yeah, I think English is just very popular because my husband said like in school they teach you how, like in school in the Philippines, they teach you how to speak English because they know it's like the way to be able to like, you know, get out of poverty a lot of the time, right? So it's one of those ways that they can go to school and potentially leave the country. So that's what like my husband's parents did, is they ended up like immigrating, right? So English was kind of like their way to be able to get out of, you know, that like poverty. Second language in German schools starting 4th and 5th grade. Okay. Interesting. That's really cool. I guess it's kind of like that here too, because we learn French here in about grade 4, I think it is. Here in Canada, the curriculum, it starts about, I think it's around grade 4 or 5 as well. And so we start learning how to speak Canadian French, which I cannot say that I know enough of because I did not take it in high school. I took it the first year in high school, and then I just like didn't take it after that because it's not like a mandatory thing when you're in high school. And so I took it up until grade 9, and then I just did not. But they have like French immersion schools and stuff here, so it is quite popular. I have some friends that send their kids to the French immersion school here. And it's, I think pretty much every place has like some school that does have like a French immersion. I think it's kind of like a mandatory thing. And then like a lot of our products have, you know, it has French and English. So like, I'm sure, yeah. So it has French on it because it's sold in Canada, right? So I guess this is probably backwards for you guys, but yeah, there's always French on all of our things here. So you kind of like just end up seeing the words more often. Elective, at least at the time I grew up over there, to learn French. Mais je ne pas parler français. Yeah. Yeah, I just always would be like, je ne comprends pas. Yeah, I don't know a lot of French, but I know enough that like I could probably listen to a Canadian French speaker and like understand some words, and like I can count in French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so you learn like little songs. Like I remember the days of the week too. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. Just because like we learned all of these songs to like remember all of these like French words. Yeah, I don't know enough. It's something cool though. Like I've always like wanted to learn more languages. I feel like it would be really, really cool to actually like fully learn another language and be able to like be fluent in it, but I have not succeeded at that because I haven't really put enough time into it. I think if I just put time and effort into it like for a really long period of time, I could actually like see some progress with the language stuff. I think I would probably need to get like some sort of like tutor or something just to like push me through, because it's hard to like learn a language on your own. It's nice to actually like converse with someone else. And I mean, I guess I have my husband here, like he could converse with me, and like sometimes he'll like say sentences in Tagalog and I'm like, oh, okay, like what are you saying? But yeah, we just we don't practice it enough, and wish there was like an easier way for me to like catch on to like those. It's really hard for me to pronounce certain words too. Like I have a really hard time with the accent, the Tagalog accent, and like some of the letters, they like roll off your tongue in like a very different way than anything in English. So I struggle with pronouncing those, but I'll get there. Tried Japanese back in the 90s before internet was a big thing. Books, tapes, didn't succeed for the Exactly, it's so hard. Actually, my one friend, she ended up going to do some sort of like exchange program in Japan. And so she knows how to speak Japanese, but she like she said like she knows like a lot of like ghetto Japanese because she ended up living in like an area that was like a little bit like a little rougher. They kind of called it the ghetto there. And yeah, so she's like, I know how to speak Japanese, but like a lot of the people in that area specifically like kind of like had like almost like run-ons at the end of their words, so it sounded a little bit different, but it's funny. So she like learned how to speak Japanese, and it's funny because every time we watch like animes and stuff, she'll be like, oh, that's not translated well, right? No, you'd say that. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's so cool that like she can even speak a little bit of that, like, and she still like talks to her host family and stuff sometimes. That's like so cool to be able to like be a part of like some sort of exchange program to like learn a language. I think she was in high school at the time. Like, so cool. I just think that's so neat to be able to, I don't know, I wish I had that experience. I remember like growing up having like exchange students like in our school. Like one of them I remember was from Brazil. His name was Gabe, and he was so lovely. I I just like I wish I would have had like a cool experience like that, because he stayed for like quite a while, and he got to like he actually was a singer, and so he learned how to speak English by like learning like English songs and stuff, which I thought it was just so cool. So that might be, I feel like I learn languages pretty well with songs. So maybe I just need to listen to like more Tagalog songs. And his parents, my husband's parents, they watch a lot of like, what is it? They have a lot of like Filipino dramas. It's like really big there, like the Filipino drama TV. Maybe I just need to watch that with like some subtitles so I like, get used to it. But so cool. I think that's so cool, like with the different languages. But let me see. I was gonna look to see if I had any more questions. I promised everyone I would answer their questions. Aloud. Okay. Okay, I just answered that. Oh, I keep getting the question about what's that gray gummy eraser thing that you use on your sketches. So I don't have it actually here. It's over there right now. But it's like kind of like this stuff where it's like putty, except they're called kneaded erasers. And I find they're just like easier because you can kind of like shape them to the, like a point and be able to like erase specific sections, especially when you're sketching. But what I like about it is it doesn't take off all of the graphite, and then you're able to still see your sketch underneath. And so that's why I use them. That's like the only reason I use like the little kneaded erasers. So that's the weird gray gummy thing that I use in my videos sometimes. You need one of those. Exactly. If you sketch, like they're honestly so helpful for any sort of sketching. And like I was saying, I grew up doing a lot of sketching. And so before I started like painting, all of these paintings, I was always sketching. That was like one thing. I do think I have a few reels or pictures of maybe some of my sketchbook work, but I don't actually I don't know, I do it like in my spare time, but I don't share a lot of my sketchbook stuff because it's just like, I don't know, something like fun I do on my own, I guess. So I don't normally like share a lot of my sketches. Maybe I actually have my sketchbook over there. Let me see if I can show you one of the sketches I did the other day. Let me go grab it. Because I have a whole book over here. So this is my sketchbook. I have a pickle on my sketchbook. I took my pickle painting and I put it on my sketchbook. I don't think I actually have a lot in here. Okay, that's some random pen art. That's just me doodling. That's like the type of pen art that I really enjoyed doing. Very different style than like my paintings, but I guess still colorful and fun. That's like a little fox or something. I don't know what I was trying to go with there. Just some like random like still life sketchy type things. I think I did that when I was traveling. I was like in a hotel at the time and I just like wanted to sketch some things. Oh yeah, just some like random things. Avocado, a little berry. This one's actually, they're called axes. I don't know. My husband used to play that like crypto game. Just some very random still lifes. Clearly I like to sketch like some still lifes. So that's in my sketchbook. Apparently a turtle. That's another one in there. Okay, we've got, I don't even know when I did this one. When did I do this? Some random butterfly sketch. It's kind of just like where I play with things. Yeah, so I was like testing out markers here. So I was just like playing with different shapes and colors with that one. Oh, I was doing some plants with this one. I got like those like pit pens or whatever they're called. They're like the fancy little markers. I really like those. They're fun to play with. I like drawing plants. I got some mushrooms. Drew some cute little like mushrooms with that. So like very different than my painting style, honestly, but this is kind of like just what I do in my spare time. Yeah, some more plants. I think I actually did a tutorial like a long time ago on my YouTube channel, like when I first started my YouTube channel. Not a tutorial, but like a time lapse of this one. Because I just really like drawing plants. Got some leaves, some fall leaves. It was probably fall time when I did that one. Makes sense. Little sketchbook. Oh, that's just me being random. Sometimes you just need to like repeat patterns and like color stuff in. So you draw like, just looks like little raindrops. Like that. Just when I'm bored. Oh, there's some more raindrops, just drawing and practicing. So I like to practice like a lot of different things. Oh, that was like, these are like little ideas for like, I wanted to do like a 90s kid type themed mini painting collection. And so I drew out a bunch of like random things that I would like to paint at some point. So I do like a lot of like little ideas and stuff in here of things I'd like to paint. Classic 90s thing, like Care Bears, obviously. Got like Nintendo right there. I got a Furby. An Easy Bake Oven. Classic. Oh, we've got a Polly Pocket there. Slinky. Oh, one of those like robot talking dogs. Does anyone else remember those from the 90s? And they had this like Poochie or something. He was called. I had one of those. Oh, and one of those 8 balls. Oh, and a Tamagotchi, of course, and my Xbox controller. Oh, apparently just some raindrops in there too. Just me drawing very random thing. Oh, that's me just drawing some mushrooms and, of course, a donut, right? And then, oh yeah, a little, I love hummingbirds. I love hummingbirds so much. And yeah, just drawing stuff. That was just ideas, I guess, this one. That's super random. I don't know what I was doing there, but I was drawing something. Very, very random compared to like my other art though. Like you look at these paintings and you look at like these like random sketchbook things, right? It's like where the ideas come to life a lot of the time, right? Oh, some more. I like drawing these. I think these look cool. I should draw more of these. I like those. Some more leafy things. Oh, I did this one the other day. That was a sketch I did the other day. Very different than my, it's not even, it's yeah. Very different sketching style, that's for sure. So I don't think this one has met. Oh, okay, apparently I was wrong. It does have some more stuff. I did some mushrooms, just different types of mushrooms, sketching out these little guys too. That's my Stardew Valley house. I think I sketched this out because I was coming up with ideas because I made a Stardew Valley gingerbread village at Christmas time. I don't know if you guys saw that, but if you scroll back, I have a whole playlist of the Stardew Valley gingerbread village that we made, and so that was like my little sketch that I started. didn't end up finishing like the village here on the sketch, but that was a fun project. I love the gingerbread villages that we make every year. It's so fun. But Stardew Valley was like a great idea because we all play Stardew Valley in the house, and I was so excited. Oh, says my headset's gonna die soon. Oh, my son might have some work in here. I don't know. Oh. I think my son drew in here too. What is he drawing in here? Okay, we've got some kid sketches too. Need to move in the village with my family. Exactly. I love Stardew Valley. It's so fun. Oh, we got some more sketches. I'm not sure what these are, but we've got. I love kid artwork. It's honestly like my favorite thing. I love all of the artwork. It's so cool to like look back at some of my like artwork from when I was a kid. I took some pictures on my phone, but yeah, it's so cool. Oh, he did a campsite too. There's a campsite. He shows Jeremy down everyone camping. How fitting, a campsite. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't actually tried to get married in Stardew Valley. Behind the scenes of your other styles. Yeah, no problem. I guess I like never really show. I don't do sketchbook flips because they're just like, they're so random. Like I don't, like, what am I doing here? I don't know. It's just like random doodles. It's like kind of, I guess, like my mind before I get to like painting. So it's like a multi-step process. It's not just like, you know, I like go and start like painting one of these. It's like I'm gonna sketch out some really crappy things first in my sketchbook. Like that avocado doesn't look as good as like, I guess you guys can't see the avocado. Like that avocado up there is inspired by this avocado here. So it's like, yeah, it's like a warm up for the brain. Like you get your like brain kind of like moving and going, and you know, I mean, some turn out pretty good. Like I actually don't mind that one. That's like a pretty cute one, honestly. Like I actually haven't painted a lot of raspberries. I don't know. I've sketched them, but yeah, exactly. It's like a warm up for my brain, and it just like helps me kind of like get in the mood, you know? You like slowly get there, and I mean, honestly, some of them are just fun. Like I just like to do like colorful doodles. I think I was traveling at this point when I did these like really colorful kind of like marker ones, because I bought these markers when I was traveling in Edmonton. So next live stream raspberry mini painting, maybe I should get like a pack of raspberry. It's honestly going to be raspberry season in like the next like couple months, because I just cut down actually a bunch of the raspberry canes in the front yard because I really love gardening. I was sharing some of it on my stories the other day on Instagram, but I really love gardening, and yeah, I started like picking out all the seeds for the garden. Okay, this is not like part of the stream, but I will show you guys like my obsession with the garden. Let me bring you over because I think my phone is charged enough where I can show you. We will leave the spot and I will show you my garden obsession. So this is my seed box. I really love gardening a lot, and we're starting a bunch of different things. So this is like where I sort out all of my garden seeds. And these are oh yes, we got some candy. We were hardcore snacking earlier. We got some candy fruit and some Skittles. Oh yeah, we're gonna start some microgreens. We like doing those in the garage. I'm gonna start planting, so it's like just spring here, so we can start planting like snap peas and like mustard greens and spinach. This is my absolute favorite kale. Oh my gosh. If you live in a zone where it doesn't get like super, super hot, this kale is so good. Specifically the dwarf green curled kale. It's also called this one. I bought this one too. It's very similar. Dwarf blue curled Vates kale. It's really good. I actually tried growing eggplant one year. I don't know if I have any in here. There might be an eggplant. I don't think so though. I guess I could start cabbage inside soon too. I like cabbage a lot. Make some sauerkraut. That's my favorite. I'm a big fan of sauerkraut. That must be a German thing, right? The German part of me. My family grew up eating sauerkraut. Got lots of pole beans for sushi. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, these are really good. These like tomatoes were so good last year. Yeah, they were. And they just look so pretty. They're like a Harlem variety. They're pretty good. I don't know. We didn't start a ton of seeds this year. Like I was gonna do peppers this year. We bought these jalapeno peppers, and apparently like all of Canada, they like messed up, I guess, the jalapeno peppers for like whoever like provided the seeds for them, and they were so spicy. Like they taste like spicier than habanero peppers. I don't know what they did with these jalapenos this year, but we have a bunch in the freezer still, and we're like cutting up little bits of them just to like put them in dishes, but they were so spicy last year. Everything I watch have references to sushi. Exactly. I loved doing the sushi. That was so fun. Here, let me show the sushi over here. There is the sushi painting. That was such a fun one. I think it's still one of my favorite paintings that I've done so far. I really, really like that. But then like the bao bun I did recently, like the blue backgrounds, I think blue is like my new favorite color for backgrounds. They look really pretty. And then this donut too, like it was a blue background and I love that one. So I feel like there's something with that, like I used a mix of like ultramarine blue and cerulean blue for those, and they're so nice. They pop out. Exactly. I feel like they pop out compared to like some of the other ones around it. Like there's just something about like that pigment that is just so beautiful. That's actually the one that my husband painted. That is not my painting. My husband painted this. He did such a good job though. Look at him. He's like a little artist. I did the bigger one. That one's mine, and then that one's my husband's painting. I like taught him how to paint that one. We had so much fun painting those. But yeah, I will turn this around and put you back on the tripod so you guys aren't like shaking everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like the gradient on that one though, like, I don't know, take it off without bending it. There we go. Yeah, that one, I don't know, there's something with, and then like, let me get behind it. So I feel like I really like how also like the shininess like on the eggplant, like it turned out really cool. I feel like I would like to do something shiny like that again. It was really fun to paint like the shiny sauce. And I think that's why I also really like how the bao bun turned out, because it has a similar colored sauce to it and it sparkles. I feel like it sparkles. And so, yeah, I really enjoyed that. But okay, I'll put that away later. Yeah, some natural gloss, exactly. But I am going to call it a night because I think I got through all of the questions, and it's also getting late here. I know I have to get some sleep. I was in the garden today, and I want to do some more gardening, I think, tomorrow. So I'm gonna plan on doing some gardening tomorrow. But thanks for like hanging out, and I will do another live on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. PST. So yeah, almost right, yeah, because you're on the East Coast. So yeah, it's quite late, and right now, what is it here? Okay, so we're getting late here now. It's almost 10 o'clock, just about to turn 10 o'clock here on PST. So, but I will be live again on Tuesday, and I'm so excited to show you guys the reference photo for next week's mini paint challenge. It's a collab with an artist named Skylar. If you go on my Instagram and follow me there, I have like on my stories like a post on my stories with her Instagram, so you can check out her account and see like the type of art she does. But yeah, I hope so. I hope he doesn't get us all sick. Sounds like our kiddo's like coughing up there too, so maybe I should like sleep in the other room tonight. Maybe I need to get my own bed tonight so they're not like getting me sick over here. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and thanks for hanging out. So I'll see you next week. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can end the live now. So, okay. I hope you all have a good night, and bye.